but as an outpatient. So it's Friday the 31st, is it?
Level 7.
Friday the 31st of July, and it's time for Eribulin, cycle 1, day 8. I'm just sitting in the garden. I am back from Eribulin day 8. So that's like my second lot of Eribulin that I've had now. God, it's like the hottest day of the year. I was sat in traffic on the way home for about an hour and a half. It's good to be home. It feels like it might rain, so I'm just going to enjoy sitting out here in the garden with my feet in the grass until it starts to pour. But yeah, so far feeling fine from Eribulin. Not feeling any pain in the chest, skin mets, chest wall. Not feeling any pain there yet. We'll see what happens over the next couple of hours. So the bloods. Last week when I started Eribulin, my bloods were really high. My white blood count last week was 11.6. Now, I was told when it gets to 12 is when you'd start to worry. They'd start to investigate. And I actually today collected some printouts of my bloods whilst I was in hospital. So even though I thought last week 11.6 was high, actually whilst I was in hospital, my white blood count was up to 13 one day. Mental. 13.6 on the 23rd of July, and then it dropped down to 11.6 on the 24th of July. So yeah, they were really high, but this week they've gone down. 6.44 white blood count, which is looking a lot more normal. And neutrophils, so neutrophils, if they're less than 1, you're not allowed to have chemo. And this is the one thing that kept dipping below 1 when I had chemotherapy last year. So neutrophils last week were 9.5, which is really high. And today they've gone down to 3.64. So that's good, looking way more normal. And I'll be doing my meditations to make sure they stay above 1, just keeping them all within normal levels. And platelets. Remember platelets went really high a few weeks ago. 581 on the 10th of July, they were 581. They've dropped back down. Last week they were 361 and this week they're 332. And hemoglobin is 116. So everything's looking a lot more normal. Okay, I'd say. And just see how I feel tonight. Hopefully I don't feel as much pain, but I guess the pain is a good sign that it's working, so whatever. What will be will be. We'll see what happens. Good morning. Let me check the time. Hang on. It is 4 a.m. 4 a.m. on Saturday the 1st of August. I've been awake since about 2:30. I went to bed at 10 and I slept quite well actually. I slept really deeply and then I've just been wide awake since 2:30. Not sure why. I guess it's just the drugs in my system. Because I'm still on steroids, which is to help calm the lungs down. But my dosage of steroids is decreasing every day. Every 4 days it decreases. So it's not really the steroids that is keeping me up or stopping me from sleeping, I don't think. It is probably, the chemo. But I'm not in any pain. There's no pain in the skin, mets, chesty area. So maybe it's just the steroids. I've been doing a bit of reading. And I'm waiting for it to get a bit light outside, because at the moment it's still pitch black. And then I'd like to go for a walk, I suppose. There's no point wasting the day, is there? Just sitting in bed awake. So yeah, just waiting for a bit of light and then I'll go for a walk. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, whatever time you're listening to this. Today is Friday the 14th of August. I'm in the shed. It's pouring with rain outside, but it's nice because it's been too hot recently, so I'm enjoying this downpour. Today is, Friday the 14th of August, so I am off to Barts later for cycle 2 day 1. And today it's been, 3 weeks since I came out of hospital? Yeah, 3 weeks. Gosh, that's whizzed by. And it's been a little while since I picked up the camera, to be honest. What have I been up to? I've been seeing a few friends that I hadn't seen probably since the beginning of lockdown, so it's been really nice catching up with people in person, not just over Zoom or FaceTime. And what else have I done? So I had, when I came out of hospital, a very good catch up with the lady who I did some therapy work with. So her name is Rebecca, she's from the Mindset Clinic. And what she helped me to realise is that since this whole cancer journey, I've really been putting my life on hold. It's just been overwhelmingly cancer, cancer, cancer. It's the only thing I really have to speak about when I see friends. There's just not much else going on in my life. And in my phone, I've got a list of things that I want to do, and I'm always like, okay, I'll do that when I'm better. Yeah, when I'm better, this is what I'm going to do, these things in my phone. And what Rebecca helped me realise is that I've put my life on hold, and potentially it could be sending the wrong signals to my body. You know, we're not healing because we're just overwhelmingly in this cancer thing. And so I've decided to tackle some of these things in my list. So that's probably why I've not been picking up the camera. I haven't posted a video in a while. So I've just been tackling through my list of things that I wanted to do. Some of them are really simple things, like when I was diagnosed, I was in Australia. So I had an Australian bank account, and it's been on my list of things to do, like transfer money from Australia. I still hadn't done it, even though I've been back from Australia for over a year now. So yeah, I did that this week, last week. I've done that. I've closed the Australian bank account because I doubt I'll be going back anytime soon. And if I did go back, it's fine. I'll just open another one. So yeah, I've just been cracking through this list. And one of the other things on the list is having some sort of career. I want to have a career. I'm 29 years old. I want to have a career, but in what? That's the big question. And there are different things that I've thought of, but they tend to involve going back to uni for 3 to 4 years, which is going to be expensive. So I was thinking, I've been doing some brainstorming, some thinking, what are the things that I'm really interested in and passionate about? Now, my eyebrows. I had them microbladed last year before I started chemo, so it's like semi-permanent makeup. So when I did lose all my hair during chemo last year, I still had eyebrows. And actually, at the moment, I have lost quite a lot of hair, but you can't tell because of the microblading. So what I would like to do long term is to become a microblader and be able to offer the gift of eyebrows to people, especially people that are about to start chemotherapy, but also other people that are not having chemo. And to get into microblading, I thought a very good place to start would be to become comfortable with eyebrows. So I've signed myself up to a HD brows course to learn how to do HD brows, which is the shaping, tinting, and then like finishing off with makeup of brows. So the course, I've done the online bit, and then the practical bit is at the beginning of September. So I'm going to become a brow stylist, which is very exciting. Setting up my own little business, and yeah, that's what I've been busy with the last couple of weeks, just the training and setting everything up. It's been very exciting. And what else has been going on? Yesterday, Thursday, I had a catch up with my oncologist at Bart's. So I had a few questions. One of them was the fluid that they drained off of my lungs. What was the result from that? And there were cancerous cells in that fluid, but the oncologist said that was not really a surprise. She was expecting to see that anyway. And they test the cells to see where they come from. And they were breast cancer cells. So she said, my diagnosis hasn't changed. It's still metastatic breast cancer. And yeah, she wasn't surprised about seeing those cancerous cells within the lung fluid. My other question is, okay, so I've been told that my lungs are involved, but my cough hasn't come back and my breathing is fine. So how are my lungs involved? Maybe they're not involved, is what I said to her. And she said, well, in terms of the involvement, it is the nodules within the linings of the lungs. So they are involved, but it's not a tumour within my lungs. So I suppose that's some good news. I was thinking, oh, is there like a tumour in the lungs? Is it 2 centimetres? But where my cough hasn't come back and my breathing is fine, I was also thinking, no, I don't think my lungs are involved. But okay, she said they are, but it's little nodules and then some sort of like wandering cells, and maybe I guess that is what is in the fluid. So I'm allowed to do cycle 2, and I'm going to do cycle 3 and then have a scan. And what else? I think that's it, to be honest. I've just been busy, been sitting in the garden, enjoying the sun. Not going to happen today with this rain. I'm going to head off to Bart's a bit later. And I think going forward, what I've realised is to stop overwhelming myself with this cancer thing and trying to have less of like cancer within my life. I won't be posting videos on a weekly basis. I might just do an update once a month, because I don't want my body to think, oh, we've got nothing to talk about this week, so let's create a symptom, you know? So what I'm going to do is, just once a month probably do an update, as I'm going to be busy and preoccupying myself with my brow business. If you would like the HD brow experience, get in contact. I'm hoping to be able to start offering it from the beginning of September when I've finished my practical training. So yeah, it's all very exciting. That was the other thing, hair update. Ooh. So it's thinning a lot at the moment, especially on top, like here. It's very weird though, because when I go like this, and the hairs that come out, I don't know if you can see them. The hairs that come out are very fine. They're really fine. Can you see them? Oh, I don't know. They're really fine hairs that are falling out for some reason, whereas the majority of my hairs are a lot thicker. But yeah, I'm so much of it. Hopefully getting a a trim this weekend. I've asked my brother to give me a trim because it's still growing. It's growing, but it's falling out. Very bizarre. Really bizarre. So this is the hair update. Breathing is fine. Cough, not coughed once. So all is good. Yeah, all right. That's all. And yeah, I'm heading off for cycle 2, day 1 of Eribulin, the sea sponge, today. Hello? Why does it go dark every time I speak? I need to sit more in the light. More in the light, more in the light. Oh, it means moving. Jesus. Let's move everything over. Ow. Okay. How's that? Any better? No. Don't like that. Bit better? Bit better. Okay. It is Saturday the 15th of August. I had Eribulin cycle 2, day 1 yesterday. And I'm feeling a little bit sore, like in the joints. My left hip started feeling sore yesterday evening, and this shoulder feels a bit sore. Everything just feels a little bit sore and achy. What else? Oh yeah, it was a bit weird. I actually slept last night. So whereas when I did cycle 1, day 8, I woke up at half past 2, and I went for a walk at 6 a.m, 7ish. I got up really early. I started my day at 2:30 in the morning, and yeah, I think I'd done 10,000 steps already by 9 a.m. But today, no, it was not the same. It didn't happen. Today I was in bed until about 11 a.m. Yeah, I just felt so lethargic, so tired, and just a bit, couldn't be bothered with today at all. Just felt, just really tired, achy. Wasn't feeling doing today, but I did get up, and it was a good day. What else has happened? I think you can see the hair situation a bit better in this light. Hang on. Like that. All this baldiness. It's so weird because the sides are still thick. It's just on top where it's going so thin. And at the moment it's really long and sticking up. So I'm booked in to have it trimmed tomorrow by my brother. Bloods were good. Bloods were good this week. They were pretty much, not much different to the last time I had treatments, which was 2 weeks ago. So that's good. It means that my immune system had been able to build it all up by itself. And I think that was it. It was very nice, actually, how quick the treatment is. I got there late because I was stuck in traffic, and when I walked in there were a few people having their treatments already, and then I got there and I was done within 15 minutes and left, and everyone that was having treatment when I arrived was still there. So it didn't really matter that I was late. Yeah, that's it really. Just a bit achy, sore here in the hip. Hair falling out on top, gonna get it cut, and not much else, to be honest. Otherwise, all good.